accountable for. Okay, let's get started, folks. Wait, are there videos? No, that's not TOS. Doesn't seem like it. It seems like that could be TOS. I gotta pee. Did you hear your shout out on Cumtown? Again, did they shout me out on Cumtown? What the fuck they say?
Though in Wisconsin with the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, jurors about to start a second day of deliberations after spending more than 8 hours yesterday debating whether the 18-year-old is guilty of homicide in those police protest shootings that left 2 men dead.
I mean, look at him. He's waving his hands. Obviously, like when someone waves their hand, Nick made fun of you. That is literally not surprising at all. Of course he made fun of me.
Last summer. Terry Moran is in Kenosha tracking all of this for us. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Robin. The jurors in this case who are not sequestered will resume their deliberations around 9 a.m. this morning after, as you mentioned, deliberating for about 8.5 hours yesterday. Their only request, they wanted a copy for each of the jurors of the 36 pages of jury instructions in this case. And their first request, they wanted the pages that dealt with the question of self-defense under the law, the question at the heart of this case. The city of Kenosha on edge. A few small protests overnight. As this morning, the countdown to a verdict is on in the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, the jury entering its second day of deliberations. Before those deliberations could officially begin, a striking and rare moment in the courtroom. The defendant himself randomly drawing numbers, determining through a lottery which of the 18 jurors will serve as alternates and which jurors will decide his fate.
Number 9 and number 52.
Judge Bruce Schroeder, Wisconsin's longest-serving trial judge, known for doing things his way.
That's been the practice in this court for...
Bro, this guy loves being in the fucking spotlight, okay? He's got like a real Kirsten Cinema attitude. He just reminds me of a fucking annoying older trial judge who's like, yeah, I got my own style. Like everything I've read about, I can't even talk. Anything I've read on this dude points to that like smug ass like a judge attitude, you know what I mean? Like he just has like he just has like that classic like smug, I'm the judge, I know what the fuck's going on, and I'm gonna do my own thing. Okay, like is it his personal racism that is motivating his biases here, or is it simply because he's like the type of dude who's like, I'm gonna let you get off on your first crime, I'm gonna try to make sure that like I'm on your side, especially if you're younger, blah blah blah, because that's what I've seen from what the accounts of him are in the media. Like people have talked about his past and the way he deliberates, and obviously like Kyle Rittenhouse being white and young factors into it for sure. And is he fucking racist? Like, I mean, he's racist like, you know, an old white person will be racist, you know? He's that level of racism. Not like I say the N-word all the time racist, but, you know. But he's just farming, and then when he's fucking farming, he's upset that the media is like paying attention to him farming.
Hasan, thank you for being cool Twitch streamer.
I'm going to say 20 years at least.
The jurors chosen to deliberate, 7 women and 5 men, including 1 person of color. They will decide this case as Kyle Rittenhouse faces 5 charges, the most serious count carrying a possible sentence of life behind bars. It's a complex case. The jurors, who aren't sequestered, must look at each of the 3 shootings Rittenhouse committed in August 2020 armed with an AR-15, leaving Joseph Rosenbaum and Anthony Huber dead and Gage Grosskreutz badly injured. But the key question for the jurors, did Rittenhouse act in self-defense, as his defense team has argued? These shootings taking place as riots.
Oops, here it is.
Engulfed Kenosha last year.
Like this should never happen, okay? If you have anger towards this, if you have anger towards people lighting a trash can on fire, you have to bring that exact same energy, if not more, to motherfuckers kitted out. Okay? You better be using OBS over that garbage Streamlabs. Okay, hey, dumbasses. Not only do I know the fucking dude who created OBS, I've been using OBS since fucking day one. I tried Streamlabs OBS slobs when I first started, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I've been using regular OBS. The only thing I use Streamlabs for are alerts, okay? I've always had vanilla OBS. Here, look. This is what I use, dummies, okay? So, shut the fuck up.
Smile.
And not only do I like know the dude who made it, I love him. He's a fucking brilliant, wonderful person. And I had no fucking idea that that this was happening, that he had been wronged, like that OBS had been wronged.
Wow.
I have a profound amount of respect for people who continue to make open source software. Obviously, I can't use like Linux because I'm a fucking boomer and shit, but I'm old. I'm 30 years old. And OBS is what the internet was supposed to be like. Okay? Like, it's awesome that there are still people who are doing that, you know?